Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to you guys. Timeless. You can use it as timeless, but it's specifically for the full moon in February, on the 5th of February. We are going to take a look at it. This full moon is for people that look at tropical in Leo sign, and for people that look at sidereal or the Vedic or the astronomy. You go outside, you look up, then this moon is in the Cancerian sign. Don't matter, no matter which signs you look at, we are going to take a look at the energy. What can you expect for this upcoming full moon? Now, that being said, let me introduce myself before we continue. My name is Noraima from the Phoenix Star. If you are new to the channel, hi, welcome. I'm thankful you found me. If you like the vibration, don't forget then to subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified every time I post a video. And if you are already part of the fam, the growing tribe, hey, love, thankful that you're back again, fam. So yeah, we are going to take a look at the full moon now. Timestamps are down below for everything, because as some of you already know, it's different. We are going to look at the collective message for the whole world. Then we are going to take a look at the shuffling if you want to. Then you can look at the meditation if you want to. And then you have your piles that you can choose from. So if you already know what you want to do, just click and go to the destination you want to go. For the collective, we will take a look first. But before we do that, let me introduce you to the pile that you have. You have 3 piles you can choose from. For the first pile, you have the moonstone as your the rainbow moonstone. I do hope you guys can see the magic in the stone. But this is then your stone. The rainbow moonstone. And then for the second pile, you have the raw black tourmaline as your crystal you can choose from. And then for the third pile, you have the galena as your it's actually a lead, but you can say a crystal. I love this one. It always reminds me of Metatron, you know. So I have lost this one actually, and then I find it back. You know, I was like, I'm the luckiest girl in the world. If that galena crystal belongs to me, I will find it, and boom, I find it back. And it was outside. I lost it outside. So guess what? Because I was charging it in the full moon. So that you guys know, that is also the thing we can do. This full moon is charging your crystal. I was charging it last month, I believe, full moon. And then I have it on, I have all my crystal or something. And the wind in the night, the wind have blow over, I think. And all my crystal was kind of like everywhere, you know. But this one I could not find. And then I was like, okay, if it comes, it comes, you know. And then I found it. So yeah, that being said, too many info. You could be like, Norama, it's already a great reading, but hello, we have lots of things to discuss. So yeah, we are going to continue. This is then your third pile. So if you have lost something, maybe you will find it in this pile. We will never know. Let's take a look. But for now, let's go for the collective. For people that want to know about the collective energy, what we can expect, let's go in. Timestamps are below for everything else. So just click and go to wherever part you want to go. But for now, we are going to in for the collective. Now for the collective, I will grab my phone right now, as some of you already know the deal. You already know how it goes. This full moon, yes, as I already said, for tropical people it's in Leo, and for the Vedic astrology, sidereal and astronomy, it's actually in Cancerian sign. Now if you look at the Vedic, then you know this is the full moon in Ashlesha Nakshatra. So yeah, this full moon, I need to tell you guys a story of this energy of this full moon. Okay, for this energy of this full moon, I want to tell you guys a story, and then we are going in on the message. Okay, so the story goes like this. Imagine you have the privilege to enter a place, if it is here on this earth or in another realm. You will travel in your dreams, whatever that it is, and you will go to a tribe, like, like a shaman. You will then, how do you call it? When you transform yourself into an animal, it's a name. It has a name, y'all. It has a name. I forgot. But that you will then kind of like enter in an animal, and you can kind of like enter another world. Let's just call it an underworld. Another world, or on this earth, or I'm quiet because I come to realize I often do this. I often do this in my sleep. Some of you maybe also have this, that you can in your sleep travel to other realms or other places here on earth. But it has a name. Shamans do it. Like they will... So yeah, you can shapeshift. The thing is shape-shifting, okay? So you can shape-shift then yourself into an animal or into a place or into another being and witness something of a secret. And in this place where you are going to go, this is a place where there is lots of knowledge and wisdom. So those people know that you are there with them. Even if you have shape into a whale, to just go deep into the water, kind of a situation, because as a human, your human body cannot do it. So you shapeshift into a whale and you go deep under the ocean and you come to find a tribe there, and that tribe know that you are a shapeshifter, that you are not the whale that is now presenting in front of their eyes. So you will see how they do their magic. Now this can be wherever, on this earth, out of this earth, in the sea, wherever that it is. And those tribe, those people will learn you something. You are a witness to a craft that they are doing that is like out of this world. It's beautiful, it's great, it has this healing situation. So they are teaching you something that will elevate the human beings, kind of a way. Now before you go, they tell you, okay, listen, you have witnessed this craft, but it is something of a secret, from our tribe. So please, we prefer you kind of like keep it for yourself, or if you use it well. So do not go misuse this craft or power to gain power, kind of a situation. Now, you go back into your own living, into your own human body. What will you do? Because you have witnessed something that can help the humanity. What will you do with it? That's this energy. For lots of us, we have a power, we have a craft that we can use, a thing that we can do, and the humans, for example, somebody have created energy. Energy was always here, and somebody like Nikola Tesla, for example, was like, oh, we can all have energy. This is it. If everybody can have energy and everybody can have electricity, but the power, people be like, no, we want to get more out of that, so they put money onto it. So this energy is like people can discover something, but you can make use of it in a good way or misuse it and do something not good with it. There is a reveal happening. For some people, there might be a new medicine coming out, but it can be good, it can be bad. As we all know, it fixes this, but it destroys that, if it's a modern medicine kind of a situation. So that can happen for lots of people. This energy can be like, you have because it's Cancerian, so it's nurturing, it's care, it's love, but it can also be obsessive. It can also be like, a mother that is caring and loving can also be a mother that can be abusive, or a helicopter mom. It's smothering and it's kind of like toxicating, and it's suffocating you, kind of a situation. So do you see the dynamic that I'm trying to say? So you will see that lots of people, some will want to do good, but they are doing it in a toxicity kind of way, and lots of people don't know that they are doing it because they are so in the illusional state that they think they are doing good, but actually it can have a bad effect. But they be like, no, this is it, kind of a situation. Now, going back to the story, like a mother, a helicopter mom, okay, a helicopter mom be like, okay, no, I want to protect my child from everything, and that is why I'm on top of everything. But that child might be like, I feel like I'm in a prison, so it's like that kind of a dynamic. And if I go back to the story of how you have the privilege to witness something beautiful, because now we have lots of people, if you are intuitive, if you recognize yourself as a shaman, a spiritual worker, mysticism, or somebody that is like can really move their mind and spirit kind of way, you can then elevate and go through another place, and you can see things happening where it's different from what is happening, where you live. You can get some knowledge and wisdom, but what you do with that knowledge and wisdom is something that, it can be good or it can be bad, is what I'm getting for this full moon. So we will see for lots of people that they have kind of like no clue that they are doing something wrong or they are toxic. For them it's like, no, it's norm. They cannot understand. It's like that, is what I'm getting for lots of people. Since we are in the Ashlesha Nakshatra, we can Kundalini awakening can happen, healing can happen. As I said, getting to know the secrets of another realm can happen and stuff. I definitely see that there is something out of this world. There might come a new technology that's kind of like alienized. I mean, I do think that maybe the government or something will come out with a new technology. It can be, or not the government, maybe the Tesla guy, because I did mention Tesla, and Elon Musk can come out with a new technology that can kind of like help humanity, but it can backflash and destroy humanity, so it's like that, like, okay, we can use it as something new, but it can also be actually later down the line destroying the humanity kind of a way, because it's a technology that is not from this world. And I do think that, like, as we have lots of out of the world planets in their own, because we have Jupiter is in, if I look at Vedic, okay, my loves, because if I have to go, Jupiter is in its own house, Pisces, Saturn is in Aquarius, together with his friend Venus, and then we have the sun in the 10th house, and then we have Buddha in the 9th house, is also going into the 10th house. The Buddha is in the 9th house, and then we have the moon in the 4th house. So the planets that belong in their own house, as Jupiter, the moon, and Saturn, all are in their own house. They are all in their own house. And which house? The house that are alienized, y'all. Alienized, out of this world. The moon is not from this earth. Its emotion, is feeling, is wandering around, is water, And then we have Saturn being in Aquarius. Aquarius alien, yeah. It's alien, it's modern technology. It's things that we could not even imagine 20 years ago using. Can you imagine walking around with a phone that can connect you with a person that lives not even near you? You can see them, you can talk to them. While you do that, you can also play a game. We are controlled by something of a device that is so thin, y'all. So can you imagine that? No, that is Rahu, that is Cancerian, that is Aquarius, my bad. So Saturn in Aquarius is something alienized, so a new technology, a new thing coming. And then we have Jupiter in the 12th house, another house that's very spiritual, another house that is out of the world. So it's giving me that there is a technology, may come a technology or a medicine, something that will change the DNA of the human beings and make it kind of like out of this world. That kind of an energy we can expect for this full moon till the next upcoming full moon. That is for the collective, maybe something new coming out of a technology that is supposed to be good for the human being, but is actually changing the DNA of the human beings, of this world, because it's something of a technology that is the use of out of this world. So I don't know who is coming out with this medicine, but maybe they have gotten it in or medicine or technology, or something of like that for the human beings. And I do think that this person that is coming out with it, this person might have had contact with, or as I said, shapeshift, or kind of like dream about this. But this is an information that you be like, out of the Akasha record, you must have gotten this, because it's actually not worldly, of this earth, because things of this earth are things that we can use from this earth. Like we can build houses with, we can make everything from this earth, has all the minerals and stuff that we can use to create something, but the idea comes from another realm, and then we get it, and then we make it, then we are the alchemists to transform it, to make it in something tangible. So that is how it all works. Like if you look at the computer has the whole computer that will make you see the what's on the screen, but it's all a little chip that is kind of like decipher everything and make it into something. And that is the thing that I'm getting. Like, so we can have something of, we are getting information, we will decipher it, and we will create it here on earth, and it will be different. We will be elevated as human beings because of that product, or something like that is what I'm getting for us. And it can be good, and it can be bad, depending on what you do with it, kind of a way. But as we know, the man Tesla that invented the energy system was using it for good. But then look at us now. How many is your bill this month when it comes to your electricity? So that being said, that is what I'm getting when it comes to the collective. Now let's go for the shuffling, for the people that likes to look at the shuffling. I must say, when it comes to the shuffling, I normally put music in it, and I will do it now also. But lately I will get, and it's music that I may use. So because I use an app to edit my videos, and in that app you can make use of some sounds to put in your videos. So as long as you mention, you have to be thankful and mention the name of, you often will see it here that I will mention from who the sound is and stuff. But I don't know why, but somebody has kind of like not blocked my video, but they be like, okay, you are using my sound, so I will make money out of your video. Now I have take precaution and quiet the sound. So but I will try to use the sound, but if I get a red flag and you suddenly will not hear a sound anymore, then you know why you will not hear a sound. It's because somebody is trying to make money off my video because I use their music that actually I may use because of the app. I have a pro app, and I may use their sound, but you know, some people be like, hey, guess what? Nice, you know? So yeah, if you hear the silence, then it's because my video was demonetized and I have to then quiet the sound. But I do hope not. So yeah, that being said, let's go for the shuffling. And if you are not going for the shuffling, I will see you at the pile or piles that you have chosen or the meditation. Let's go. So, my lovely, beautiful pile one, you guys have chosen the rainbow moonstone as your crystal. Let's take a look. Let's see what is it that you can expect when it comes to this upcoming full moon, or we already have it because I will post this video or on the Sunday of the full moon or on the Monday. So we will see. So you have Aries. I am. Let me pull this like, yes, like so. Together with, I will not take the oracles in reverse. Together with Mercury, messages. And then you also have Venus, beloved. Then you have action and solitude. Beautiful. Do you see those colors, honey? It's beautiful. So for this upcoming full moon, what can you expect, my lovely, beautiful power one? Something wonderful. Okay, what you guys, your spiritual team is asking of you with this full moon. What do you want, power one? What do you want? Because right now, if you kind of like go on a monk mode, you can create something beautiful out of what you want and who you are. Do you guys know what a monk mode is? Because that's a new term that they are using, that you be so dedicated and focused for the upcoming 3 months. If you don't know, like look at Patricia Bright's video. You guys know I love Patricia Bright, okay? So she's my imaginary friend in my head, but she's great, y'all. Just look at her. I will link her video here somewhere that you guys can look at. She explained what the monk mode actually is, and that's actually a good thing for you guys. Looking at your cards, you have the action card, Mercury and Venus, and I am Aries, first house, so that's you. Together with solitude is giving me like really being focused to go and do what you need to do to become a greater, better you. Putting love in the self, love in the thing you do, love for the thing that you want to study, love for the thing that you want to create, love for the changing of you kind of a situation. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna get rid of every distraction that it is, and I will be focused. Right now, if you have listened to the collective reading, then you know that it's a great time for you to come out with something new, and depending on what you do with it, it can be good or bad, but it's beautiful. This is a kind of a changing of who you are when it comes to this full moon for you guys. It's beautiful. I will take action if I was you, but hey. So for your tarot card, you have the moon in reverse together with the 4 of cups upright, together with the 5 of pentacles upright, and then you also have the Hierophant. Yes, definitely is learning something, y'all. You guys are going to definitely learn something new. Be dedicated to something new. There is definitely a clarity coming for you guys looking at the moon in reverse. That's something beautiful, because with clarity you then know what to do next or what action you want to take against what you want or don't want. So it's like playing open card, no surprises, it's like really, here is a cheat sheet. Here is a cheat sheet, power one. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to take advantage of it? If you have listened to the collective reading, collective message, are you going to take advantage of it in a good way or in a bad way? Or do you not even look at it? You'll be like, oh yes, it was nice, but hey, let it go, kind of a way. So you can pass or you can do something with it. I don't know. But there is a lesson here. And it can get you out of this kind of like state of lack to become something greater if you want it. You have free will. But this is something that you guys, your spiritual team is giving you against what you all been through. Now, for the underlying energy for the moon, you have the 7 of Pentacles. Nice. And for the 4 of Cups, you have the 3 of Swords. For the 5 of Cups, you have the 5 of Cups once again. Oh, for the 5 of Pentacles, you have the 5 of Cups. And for the Hierophant, you have the Chariot in reverse. So what I'm getting for you guys is the reason why you are getting this, as I said, this 4 of Cups, is because you've been through a lot. Yeah, you've been betrayed and all of that. So it's time for you to get what you deserve. Some of you have been really working hard on your craft, the thing that you like to do, but no result, nothing was happening. Like it took its time for it to for the fruits to come, but now the fruits are coming, all because of your dedication, all because of your persistence. But you guys, your spiritual team is saying right now is not the time to quit. Right now is not the time to lay back. Right now is the time to actually drive the wave. How do you call it when people are catching the wave? Like you have to like stand up, be on that board and go with the wave instead of being in a waiting position. Don't do that. Don't think of, oh, but it's not happening for me. Don't go in the victim mode. Not to say that you're a victim, not to say that like you cannot. But what I'm trying to say is don't think in a state of lack. Don't go in the victim mode, because you have resources now that you can go with, other options that you can go with that will bring fruition. But you need to take action. Otherwise, it's like another chance missed. Another chance missed. Like how often did it happen that you kind of like missed the boat? Just missed the boat. I also often have that. You know how many great ideas I have for my YouTube channel and I don't kind of like take action on it? Now, let you and me learn the lesson, and now this time really be prepared from this moon till the next, and hopefully the moon after, that we be in an action taking of what we want to achieve, what we are wanting to move forward with, being very focused in the changing of you know, and it will be fruitful and abundance. Because you are going out of this state of lack, but you need to be dedicated on it. You need to be dedicated and persistent. You need to take the wheel. You need to really be focused. You really need to be focused and get rid of all things that is, even social media, that is kind of like distracting you from going to your goal. Motion. This is all action cards. So yeah, let's take a look. Let's see, what can you expect when it comes to the unexpected, because the moon always hides something. Well, for you, they are clear with it this month. So you have the stars. A long journey bring rewards. Yes. And it's kind of like finally, right? As I said, you've been through a lot. You really have worked on it. And it's like, when will the fruit come? Well, the fruits are coming. But once again, I will say, when the wave come, you better ride it, okay? You better catch it. Do not lay back. Do not stay still. You better have planned and organized the next thing that you are going to do. Be focused, okay? And then you also have the shield. You are safe from harm. So looking at the moon also being in reverse, you have nothing to fear, honey. I mean, if God before you, who's against you, kind of a situation. So you are protected. So just move forward with whatever that it is. Use your mind wisely, though. Not because you are protected, you be like, okay, I'm across the road without looking. We can test also how life works, you know, stupidly, but let's not do it. Okay, so really continue, listen to your intuition, listen to your guys, your spiritual team, because that is how they are guiding you to something better than where you was. Then you have water. Emotions are at their peak. Have you noticed that lots of cards of yours has to do with something of water? You have water here, water there. The moon is also water. Also, you have cup. So, and the chariot is the moon card. The chariot is the moon in astrology. But it's giving me, you have Pisces as a sign. Pisces, Taurus, and Cancerians as a sign. Aries, Gemini, and Virgo. Libra and Taurus, as already said, as a sign. So it's given me, but back to the water, okay? This situation right here, if you have listened to the collective reading, then we are actually also, if you look outside and look up, we are in the Cancerian. There is water, there's emotion, there is feeling, but this can actually, you know what I'm getting, be good and bad. I mean, have you ever people, you can actually drink too much water that when you go to sleep you can drown. But water is good, right? There is a limit to something, okay? So what do I mean to say with that is there is a lot happening that it can overwhelm you, okay? So really looking at emotions at their peak, something that is excited and it's coming and you'll be like, oh my God, there is so many that your wish is going to come true. Like, oh my God, the green light. Oh, I got money from this. Oh, I got a promotion. I got this, I got that. There is a moment where your human body be like, okay, wait a minute, this is actually scaring me. What is going on? That you will be fearing the gift that your spiritual team is giving you, and you may be fearing if what you are doing is right, yes or no. That you be like, okay, because how often will you hear from people that are content creator, even if you do tarot, or if you are somebody that do makeup, or you show people clothes, or whatever that it is, the excitement of finally hitting it big is great. And then there is something that one day you will look at their video and they will talking about, wait a minute, I don't know if I'm doing something good. I don't want to make you guys go out and buy something you don't need. It's like there is something of a realization, like, is this really good? Am I contributing on something good or bad to people? They will have then a flick moment that will be like, okay, what am I doing, kind of a way. That is because it's a lot, and it's a realization of fear kicking in and be like, okay, as I said, in the collective, we are going into an energy of good can be good, but too much of good can also be bad. Or people that do good, other people will take that good and make something bad out of it. That they will misuse it. As the example that I'm giving to the collective, like Tesla, the man of the energy, have figured out how everybody can have energy for free. But guess what? What are we doing now? We are paying for energy. So somebody has grabbed that idea and makes something different out of it, for their benefit. So that is the thing where I'm getting for you guys, where the emotions can run high because it's like overwhelming. And it's okay, just as long as you are protected, you wish, your dreams, long journey is finally being rewarded. So don't fear it. Just ride the wave and see what happens. And if it becomes too much, take time alone. Ask your spiritual team for guidance, So you also have great fortune, honeys. It's gonna really feel you guys, It's a beautiful thing. But that's something that lots of people don't talk about, how something that can be so overwhelming can also make you anxious, fearful. So, child, sudden wealth. Venus is in the building, y'all, and she ain't afraid to scream. Money. Taurus is your second house. Taurus is your income. Taurus is your resources, And Libra, coming back to a long journey brings reward, is Justice card. This is the 7 of Pentacles. Finally, clarity comes in. You will get your answers, honey. Then you have Thief. I do think, looking at the Thief card, this is the card that is kind of like whomever that was trying to steal from you or holding something back from you, you are breaking free from that. Looking at the Seven of Pentacles and the Moon in reverse, it's giving me like really clarity is kicking in, you know. You are protected from people like this, so don't worry about it. Really, if you guys win money or something, don't go shout out, be like, yes, bitch, I'm rich. And tell everybody your business, sharing it, be like, oh my God, I have won this or this and that. Like, no, first, find yourself a great person that you can connect with, that is a money advisor, kind of a way, what to do next, you know, before you go tell everybody your business. Figure first things out what you're gonna do with it. As I said, something good happened, but it can work not in your best favor, but you are protected, so don't worry about it. It's more the overwhelm of energy that's coming your way that you cannot grasp, you cannot understand. But this is, if I do hope you guys have listened to the collective reading, this is you getting to know the secrets of something that you can use, or something. It's like, okay, thank you for using it in a good way. Here is your reward, and let's see what you will do with it, you know. That's the thing with a collective message also that I was getting, like, you may have something that can help a lot of people, but it's kind of like help humanity, and it's a lot coming towards you for what you are having, kind of a way. Honey, that's the wave that I was talking about. Child, for your tea leaves, you have a funnel, period of frustration, lesson to be learned. Yes. Yes. Together with a gong, an excitement event. And put it like so. And then you also have mountain road. You are on the road to success. My love, I do hope you are ready for this, because your time has come to dance for your life. what was the line? What was the line, RuPaul? Sing for your life? I don't know, but whatever that it is, it's time for you to go get it, honey. So you better be ready. Catch the wave, go with it, and it's gonna be, it can scare you, but it's temporary. And if it's scaring you, retreat, take time for yourself, breathe in and out, meditate, contemplate, connect with you guys, your spiritual team, God, the creator of all creator. Ask them for guidance to how to use your this magic, your craft, the thing that you are doing, in a wise way and not fearful way, you know. In that kind of way, or in a bad way, because as I said, it can be good or it can be bad, depending how you use whatever this is. But it's something great, okay? It's finally that time. That being said, my lovely, beautiful Power One, I do hope I could have helped you guys. Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe. And if you haven't chosen another power, I'll see you in another reading of mine. Bye-bye. So, my lovely, beautiful pile 2, you guys have chosen the raw black tourmaline as your pile. Let's take a look. Let's see what can you expect when it comes to this full moon. I forgot to tell pile 1, but I'll tell you guys. This moon, if you look at tropical, will be in Leo. And if you look at Vedic, sidereal, or astronomy, then you know it's actually in Cancerian sign. That being said, your energy for this full moon, you have solar eclipse, revolution, together with Libra, balance. And then you also have progression, journey, together with security and change. Okay, seems like everybody is moving. I do not know about Pile 3 yet, but you and Pile 1, they are moving to something greater. Let's see if that is also for you. So what I'm getting for you guys, my lovely, beautiful Pile 2, for some of you, you might go travel or go do something different. It might has to do with a partnership, you partnering up, maybe for business, for friend, or maybe you go to a family gathering is what I'm getting. Definitely Libra. Looking at the solar eclipse, maybe when we are in the Libra season, in the Libra month, then the Libra is October, November, depending on which system you look at. But let's just say October, November. Some of you might, when isn't solar, I do believe the solar eclipse might be in October, November. There will be a solar eclipse. But there is also a solar eclipse coming up in the month of April, May. I don't know which one. I don't know because I'm right now calculating it out of my head. So I did not look at the chart, so I cannot tell you exactly when there is a solar eclipse. So maybe you can Google that for the solar eclipse in the year 2023 when that will be. But because I know where the nodes are, I can actually kind of like calculate it like that. So that being said, I do think it's like April, May. In that kind of a way, we can have a solar eclipse. No, yes, a solar eclipse. And October, November. I do think that there is something coming for you guys in those kind of a month that will bring a journey, a change, definitely maybe a new partnership, maybe a new love for some of you. Changing of home, changing of where you live, but there is definitely a change happening for you guys. I do think it has something to do also with your lineage, with your ancestors, maybe a new gift coming from them, but there is a drastic change happening. For some of you, you might have a new shop or a new business. Something of a business adventure can also happen, that you will sell something. Looking at the Libra sign is also the merge man. So let's see, when it comes to your tarot, you have the 8 of Pentacles together with the 10 of Wands in reverse, 8 of Pentacles also being in reverse, together with the 7 of Pentacles upright, and you have the Knight of Wands also upright. Okay, so what I'm getting for you guys, looking first at these, I will look at the underlying energies soon in a bit. Motion is definitely the thing. I do think you guys already are working on something. Some of you have quit it even. Maybe you have quit it. You'll be like, okay, it's not working for me. So you kind of like feel like giving up. Your guys, your spiritual team is saying, no, do not give up. For some of you, you will actually quit something that you like and love. It's like, okay, it's the end. A new chapter, a new thing. You are going to plant a new seed and go move on with that adventure in that kind of a way. Something of it's a family thing. Like, if, for example, looking at the 7 of Pentacles, you might do something with gardening for some of you. It's something that's in your roots. It's something that it's in your DNA. You know about this. Your guys, your spiritual team is saying, take action on that one, and you will see how this will change your whole dynamic. But there is something that isn't working that is going to, it's then done. It's over with. So for the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, you have the King of Swords, and for the 10 of Wands in reverse, you have the 7 of Wands. Whew. These two looks great together. Like this because the 10 of Wands is like, oh my God, I have to continue moving forward. You are almost there to rise. Kind of a way, like a phoenix, move away from all the struggles that been through. So in reverse, it's like finally you have reached it, and then this one is coming out of the woods, like, oh my God, I just survived that. I just survived that whole trip, y'all. When you are lost in the woods, and you can do two things: stop moving, right? Stop moving and just be there and wait till somebody comes save you. Or you can continue looking up at the skies, where is the sun, where is the stars, and move to a direction that will lead you out of this situation. So moving forward, continue moving forward. And that's the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is like, okay, you have started this, now bring it to the finish line. And some people give up a lot in the middle of the way and be like, okay, no, I cannot do this. And those are the people that will sit in the middle of the forest and be like, okay, somebody come save me because I don't know what I'm doing and I need to get out of here. So, but looking at this right here, you kind of like really didn't give up. You reached the finish line. You went out of this situation, and you will come above it, because the 7 of Wands is the ones that will come above it against all odds, kind of a situation. Let's see, for the 7 of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Yes. This is getting out of your comfortable zone. This is what I was talking about, that you will start something new, plant a new seed, and go move forward with that one, because this is over with. This is over with. This is a new beginning. Looking at the Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning. But for that, you need to get out of your comfortable zone. You have to move to plant this seed. And then for the Knight of Wands, you have the YouTube guidelines, y'all. You have the Lovers, okay? So, what I'm getting for you guys is beautiful, okay? Really beautiful, but you really need to take action. I don't know, but this King of Swords, for lots of you, you might was stuck with somebody very coldish, somebody that was really on top of you. You really need to kind of like answer them. They was like very how do you say that, like very strategic. Now you don't need to be strategic anymore. Maybe you were working at a place where the boss was very cold and strategic and wasn't warm, wasn't kind. Some of you maybe are quitting that job or getting fired. Actually, it's just done, and you will come out of it like, oh, I'll be damned, I made it against this person. It's like you winning a chess game against them. That is what I'm getting. And now you can kind of breathe, like really, like finally be who you are, and just how nice it feels when you don't have to answer to somebody that's constantly looking at your fingers or constantly looking at what you are doing. The breathing moment is everything, y'all, and that is what I'm getting at this moment right here, that you are moving away from what isn't it anymore to finally start something fresh where you have freedom. Freedom is really speaking at this moment, where you have freedom to go, to travel, to have the movement. You can go and do whatever it is that you want, kind of a way, because hey, you just come out of a survival of a woods, y'all. You know how to do this, okay? Now you go do something greater that you do like and love. Oh, for these cards, I asked the question because the moon always hides something. So what kind of a surprises can you expect this upcoming full moon till the next? You have the Spirit. Unseen forces watch over you. Always a good thing. Together with the Sphinx, choose your words carefully. We will talk about it. And then you also have the Wolf. Be aware who you trust. Yes, especially looking at the King of Swords person. Do not give all your info to that person, okay, my love, because honey, you don't know what they are up to. And do not, if you have a plan or something, don't tell people what your strategy is or what you're gonna do, because you don't know what those people will do with your plan, your idea. Now, your plan, your idea will be unique to you, but it would be a pity that they do copy everything to the T on what actually was for you, this Ace of Pentacles. So watch your words. Looking at the Sphinx, watch your words. The Sphinx also give me, you need to solve a riddle. So really use your mind wisely. As I was kind of like calculating the solar eclipse out of my mind. You know, we often are depending on technology. We have lost the craft of looking into the sky and see what's happening, you know, look up kind of a way, or watch your surrounding kind of a way. So really, this situation right here is asking of you to do not look for technology for answers when this riddle comes. You need to actually be in the present moment. Kind of like, what do you see? What do you feel? You know, a riddle is something that often the answer is within the riddle, but people might overthink, or they will fast and quick be like Google. You know, no, use your own discernment, use your own mind. Is what I'm getting. And watch out who is giving you this riddle. You know, if this is the King of Swords, this person is, you need to feel the vibe, like what kind of energy they give off when they ask you something. Like, for example, if it is a trap, they'll be like, oh, so I heard you asked for vacation days off and stuff. When are you going to have your, and you tell them with looking at the, watch your words. Also be aware with who you trust. These two, it's giving me like they might ask you something and then use what you say against you. So it's like, oh no, but you cannot go on that day because Karen already asked for that day off, you know. So they know. It's like, for example, Karen comes, oh, can I have a day off? And they'll be like, okay, let me look for it. And then they go ask you, when did you ask for vacation? And they'll be like, oh no, that cannot be because Karen is already going on that day. They didn't ask for a date, but they will just to piss you off, put Karen on your vacation days, kind of a way. So really watch out what you say, like really feel the water, kind of a situation. But for the rest, it looks good. You have judication. If you have a court case, listen well to what the judge is asking. That can be the King of Swords. Listen well, because it can be a riddle. Oh, that is definitely what they also do. Because, honey, I know that is what they do. They ask you a question, but it's actually just to see your answer. And according to your answer, they will make their own judgment about stuff. There is something with the court case, looking at the Libra sign also, and the King of Swords. There is something with restriction, something with court case, or something with somebody in power, somebody that is the one that's like, okay, I will be the one to give or take, kind of a situation. For you guys this month, you also have occupation together with community. Okay, so for some of you, I do see like a liberation when it comes to this situation right here, the court case and stuff, that you will feel liberated. Looking at the 7 of Wands, you will come above it, okay? But you really need to use your word wisely. Once this is done, you can continue focusing on the thing that you want to do and create something new, going for that new community that will work with you, okay? So the thing that you don't see coming is a new community, working with something that you like and love. But not only that, the thing that you need to be aware of, it has to do with adjudication with a judge or people that judge you in a certain way. So be careful on what you say to them, and also be careful with who you trust. But for the rest, you unseen forces are watching over you. But as I said, did I say it to you guys or to another pal? I don't know. But as I said, to you or another pal, like, don't test them by just crossing the road to cross the road without watching, okay? Don't test you guys like that. Watch what you are doing. They are warning you for that. So really watch out for that. Now, when it comes to your tea leaf, you have flag. Do not be tempted to lower your standard. Definitely not. Looking at the adjudication together with Libra and this King of Swords, if they want to play a game of checkers, you play a game of chess. If they playing a game of chess, you play a game of chess together with your crew that also know how to play the game of chess, meaning lawyer up. Lawyer up. Do not say nothing anymore. If somebody want to know if you are in a police or a court case, lawyer up. If they play game of chess and you don't know how that game go, you better search for somebody that knows how to play that game. So be aware of people like that, and do not back down or lower your standard. Then you have key, success outcome to your problem. Yes, because honey, you are getting out of it. You be like, child, honey, I've been through it. Yes, you did. But hey, you are now successful. So successful outcome to a problem, that's the key. And then you also have skull. Hidden secrets can harm you, okay? With hidden secrets can harm you, play open cards. Not to, of course, if you are in a court case, you cannot be like no, you have to play strategic, okay? Because hidden secrets is giving me like, if somebody knows a secret of you, they can use it against you. But you can get your power back by be like, let me tell you something. I did this, I did that, I did this and that. That is what I did. And was it good? Was it wrong? No. You be like, announce it to the world. Like, instead of letting people be the one that is kind of like playing the puppeteer with you kind of a way. No, you be like, no, honey. No, I will play open cards so you cannot misuse me and my information against me. So, be aware who you trust and choose your words carefully. Especially when you are opening up, choose your word wisely, because it can also turn around and backfire towards you. You guys know, I wanted to give you guys some petals, okay? I did not do it for pile 1. So if you come from pile 1, you better not tell them, okay? You better not go back and be like, oh, Noraima, how come you did? Choose your words wisely. So for your petals, you have a tree together with a cat and a weed, okay? Honey, the tree is giving me, once again, with the security, it's giving me your ancestor kind of energy. That is what it's giving me. The cat is giving me your independence and also the protection protection, because looking at the Sphinx, the cat protects the temple, against bad spirits kind of a way. It's getting rid of the rats. Okay, it's getting rid of the rats, what we need. Okay, so also the wheat is give me fruitfulness. So something good is happening, something fruitful is happening. Ground yourself as your ancestors, you guys, your spiritual team for guidance. Learn the lesson from your past. Also, this is giving me, use the knowledge and wisdom of your ancestor, the mistakes that they have made, and how to turn it around in your favor. Because I'm a firm believer that it's repeating itself. And not only that, this moon is in the Ashlesha Nakshatra, and the Ashlesha Nakshatra are the snakes, so it's giving me a Kundalini awakening. And not only that, it has also to do with your DNA. It's kind of like because of the coil of the snakes, it can look also as your DNA, so it has to do with your ancestors, also where you come from. So it's a repetition and continuous of something. So now it's time for you to kind of like cut the cord with that one and come out of it. Now, my lovely, beautiful pile 2, I do hope I could have helped you guys. Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe. And if you haven't chosen another pile, and if you are going to pile 1, you know what we have promised, okay? I will see you then on another reading of mine. Bye-bye. So, my lovely, beautiful pile 3, you guys have chosen the Galena crystal as your pile. Let's take a look. Let's see what can you expect when it comes to this full moon. If you look at tropical, it's the full moon in Leo, yes. And if you look at the sidereal Vedic or astronomy, then you know it's in Cancerians. We are going to take a look at the energy of the moon, so it doesn't matter which one you look at. So you have Sagittarius, I see, together with Virgo, digests, the moon, perception, and then you also have miracles together with focus. Okay, beautiful. Okay, there is something great going to happen for you guys when it comes to this full moon. The Sagittarius play a big role. I don't know which house Sagittarius is when it comes to your personal chart, but there can be a great change happening for you guys. That is where some miracles can happen. So I don't know which, if you are, for example, a 10th house Sagittarius, then that means that you will have it in your work, or how you want to be perceived in the world. So you really need to look where everything is happening, or where in your chart Virgo and Sagittarius is, because it's asking of you to be very focused according to those houses. Some miracles, something can happen, something of surprise it can happen when it comes to those houses, wherever that is. In that kind of a way. Or you can look at Mercury, where Mercury is transiting, or where Mercury is in your chart, or where Jupiter is in your chart or transiting. But that is what I'm getting for you guys. The moon also play a big role in this situation. But that is definitely a miracle. And you really, what I'm getting like for you guys is also like really plan ahead. Looking at Virgo, plan well, be strategic, because abundance is happening. You have to kind of like go big or move big, get the knowledge and wisdom, but something great is happening when it comes to this situation. And it's very surprising for you guys. You don't see this one coming. It is until you take action, you come to realize the gems, the gold, the magic, the fruitfulness that is happening. I really see for you guys there is an abundance of resources. resources happening. As I said, to the collective, like you will go to another dimension, and they will give you another secret that you can use, and that is what can bring you to some gold, some fruitfulness, some resources that you can use to level up with, or in that kind of a way. And depending how you use it, good or bad, but there is definitely uh an amount of something being given to you guys, something good. I really see gold, resources, money, gold, food, and there is definitely an abundance. It's like looking at the two rainbows. Hello. Taste the rainbow. You know who you are. Like really, the two rainbows is giving me like a double whammy, a double win kind of a way. So let's see, for your tarot you have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse together with the 6 of Cups upright, together with the 7 of Wands upright, and then you also have the Emperor in reverse. Okay, my love, let's see what it is that you need to know when it comes to the tarot for this full moon. You guys, I don't know, but there is definitely for everybody an energy changing. Like you guys, if you have found yourself in a place where it isn't happening, something that you did in the past, something of the past that wasn't really set, looking at the 10 of Pentacles being reversed, wasn't really set, you can come above it. I do think this is a new foundation, a new thing, but you really need to show up with your passion. Change things up. Do not continue doing things as you have done in the past, because in the past wasn't working for you. Everything that you want to do, take that action. The Emperor being in reverse, meaning you really are standoffish, where you guys, your spiritual team is saying no, be focused and take action. The 7 of Wands is taking action, is very driven, is very like, okay, let's go. I want to move away from this. I will want to come above it, so I will move. So that's the Emperor. You need to move. Now, for the underlying energy, for the 10 of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Cups. Together for the 6 of Cups, you have the Sun in reverse. The Sun in reverse will remain the Sun for me. It's only a shadowy period, but the Sun will come out tomorrow, honey. So, and then for the 7 of Wands, you have the 10 of Swords in reverse. And then for the Emperor in reverse, you have the Queen of Swords. Yes. For some of you, you will break away from a foundation that isn't working for you anymore. For some of you, you might end stuff with a father figure, is what I'm getting for some of you. They'll be like, okay, no, it's not working. You and your father, you and the foundation, the way your father used to do things, or your husband, or a father figure kind of a way. It isn't working. Maybe whatever you do, it isn't okay. You always have to defend yourself, is what I'm getting. But for some of you, it's really getting away from the upbringing also of how they used to do things, and you are going to do it your own way. Is what I'm getting for some of you. There is definitely a new beginning, definitely an end to betrayal, because looking here at the 7 of Wands, people coming against you, and then the 10 of Swords in reverse, meaning you have won the battle, because this one upright will always come above it. So you have won the battle. Is like the end, over and out. You see things for what they are now, and that foundation, this what you've been working hard on that wasn't helping, always constantly rainy days, there wasn't no good thing happening at all. Now you will see the miracles because you are ending with this foundation. And that is why here you have a choice. Are you going to continue holding on to the old ways, or are you going for that new? Because if you continue holding on to the old energy, this is what continue will happening. A little bit of an offer, oh no, it's not it. A little bit of oh no, you need to now fight against it. People are coming against you. So now you will get an offer that will make you move away from all of this situation right here, and it's asking of you to come out of this situation right here with becoming the Queen of Swords, seeing the truth for what it is and cutting people off that isn't for you. Even though if it hurts, looking at how she is crying, the Queen of Swords, but she got blood on her knife because she know the truth of what it is, and the knife cut both ways. But looking at the Queen of Swords, you need to see things for what they are, and if some people ain't with you, that means you need to leave those foundation behind. And I do think that the Emperor is the one that you will cut off. Oh no, whomever that Emperor is, father figure or an authority figure, I don't know, but there is something of, no, we ain't doing that anymore. We are going to be focused, to be great, to be abundant, to be fruitful. But you really need to work on the planning and stuff. Some of you work on your health. Maybe for some of you, your father's health is not great, in that kind of a way, that there is the loss of situation that, your father is kind of like need to watch their health for some of you, or your mentor or your guru for some of you. So these cards is the cards that I asked the question, what is being hidden, what you cannot see coming your way, because the moon always hides something. So you have the serpent. A sly and subtle approach is needed. Yes, to get away from that one. Together with the king, authority and diplomacy. Yes, we will talk about it. And then you also have the key. Locked doors can now be opened. Yes, we were talking about it. Really, some of you are going to end this. The king can be, once again, an authority figure, a father figure, but whatever it is, you are ending this situation and you are going to sit on top of your own throne. So finally, things are being cleared. Now, I must say, you might feel drawn to another pile also. Go check that one out, because there was also something with change. With all of them was change, but it's really speaking back in your reading, one of those piles. And then with the serpent, a sly, subtle approach is needed. This is something that you need to be careful with, okay? Like really make it official before you move forward. Meaning close every door, every chapter with this energy before you move forward, because you don't want to go back and be like, oh, I forgot my pen. No, it's done, it's over, it's a new beginning. So really plan and strategize everything so good that when you are out that door, you don't even have to look back anymore, kind of a way, because you are going to something golden, something fruitful, something more abundant than where you used to be, okay? Because this person was kind of like holding you back. So you also have a false person. Yes. We have figured you out, honey. Together with message. And then, let me put it like so. And then you also have toil and labor. Honey, what you don't see coming, what is hidden is the false person. That is why you need to be very slay on how you're going to approach this, because they can kind of like F you up, kind of a way, like do mischievous. It has to do with some of you with your work. The thing that you are doing constantly, it has to do with something that you don't want, but you need to do it because it's a must, kind of a way. But people are not happy with you. They are misusing you, is what I'm getting. A very negative energy, because it's giving me the toy labor. If you look at her, she's a young lady that is working on a machine where she can lose a finger or whatever that it is. Yeah, it's a very dangerous job, like back in the days, but hey, for a penny or something like that, you will do it because you need it. But it isn't fair. It is constantly working for a little. Looking at the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, it isn't working nicely for you. It's more working for them than for you. And right now, if you want to change job, of course you are not going to tell them right away, oh, I got a new job. No, you will slow and steady maneuver your way out of this situation. The message might be for some of you, whatever that it is that is coming, looking at the Knight of Cups, and the message will bring you out of this situation. So really stay focused. Hush, hush. Don't tell your business until you are kind of like ready to go and close the door forever. That kind of way. So when it comes to your tea leaf, you have Owl. Good advice from a wise person. Yes, this person might help you to go for that new thing, a better thing, the message that is coming towards you. And then you also have Sunrise, no creative ideas, new venture, a fresh start. Yes, we've been talking about it, my lovely, beautiful pal tree. We've been talking about it. And once this come, you better be focused and go for it, because it can be abundant, it can be fruitful. So really move forward with it, okay? Then you have dealing a relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. And then you also have Diamond. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. Valentine is around the corner. Hey, so I don't know who this one is, but it might as well be for one of you. But this is what I'm getting for you guys, my lovely, beautiful pal 3. That is something beautiful. And finally, you are ending with mischievous things, mischievous people that was holding you back from whatever you actually deserve. So whatever idea you get or whatever advice you get, go ahead with it, because locked doors can now finally be open for you. So continue being focused and focus on the abundance, the fruitfulness, and plan everything, okay, my love? So that is why slay approach. Now look at this. That false person, 3 times we've been seeing it in your reading. You have the mask, a boat, and the Christmas tree. This false person, I don't know, y'all, but that ain't good. You really need to watch out for the upcoming month for people that are really doing stuff for themselves, okay? So really look out who is who. You are now becoming the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords chop mask off. She sees people for who they are. So she chop mask off, y'all. So do not play the ostrich syndrome, as I call it, by putting your head in the sand and deny everything. No, if it's in your face, if it's happening, it is what it is. And if you do as if it not is, meaning you will be the victim of it later on. So better recognize it and move away from that. Cut those people out of your life, because honey, they are there. They are there. They are the one holding you back, okay? It's time for that new beginning. With a Christmas tree, it's like a celebration, a coming together and love, really feeling good. You know, when it's Christmas, it's not about the date, but it's more the energy of Christmas, of lovely energy, lovely people. If you are surrounded by lovely people, though, you know, so it's like getting present, you know, getting a gift, getting present under the Christmas tree. That kind of a cozy day it is. And then for the boat is moving away from all of this that isn't for you. And I'm happy for you, my love, beautiful pile 3, because honey, it's well deserved. And I see that lots of people is going to do that. For every pile that I had, that people are moving away from something that isn't working. But for every one of them, they also had the cards that said, you better pay attention, you better plan, you better be strategic, because you can hit gold if you know what you are doing. So that being said, my lovely, beautiful pile 3, I do hope I could have helped you guys. Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in another reading of mine. Bye-bye.